Welcome to our peaceful morning yoga. Thank you for coming. I invite you to take a moment to tune in with your body. Take a deep breath. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Stretching out the fingers. Stretching the arms overhead. Allowing your mind to start focusing inwards. Noticing the sensations of your body. Leaning to the left. And then the right. Maybe stretching the neck a bit. Stretching the hands out behind the back on the floor. Noticing the shoulders. Maybe stretching out the neck more. Then bringing the hands back to the heart. I invite you to set an intention if you have one today, or you can just focus in on peace, tuning into the peaceful sun and the energy of the morning. Now I'll invite you, if you feel comfortable, to transition to your hands and knees for some cat-cows. We'll take a pause here. Alright, now that the stove is turned off, resting down into cat-cow position with your hands and knees on the ground, wiggling into the pose. And then looking up, breathing in, feeling the expansion through the front of the body. And then arching the back like a cat, breathing out. Sucking up the stomach and wiggling as it feels right. Feel free to move at your own pace or with the group. Embracing big breaths and yawning if it comes naturally. And then on your last exhale, I'll invite you to breathe out even more deeply than before. And if it feels right, suck the belly up just a bit. Massage the organs. And then I'll invite you to just step up on your toes, moving into downward dog. Completely alright to bend the knees here. And if you'd like to work on your posture in the pose, the most important part is straightening the back. To do that, you can imagine pressing through the mat with your shoulders and your chest, raising the glutes a bit more. And then if you still have extra flexibility, then you can start stretching out the legs once the back is straight. And then stepping forward, I'll invite you to take a rest in forward fold if you feel comfortable. stretching however it feels right, allowing the knees to bend still. Maybe massaging the feet or the hands. Maybe crossing the arms. For a moment, I invite you to tune into the head and the neck and allow them to just hang down, completely relaxed, no tension. Feel the space in the vertebrae expanding and relaxing. And then inhaling, walking the hands up the legs to support the back, coming up to standing. Take a deep breath, stretch out, tune in with how your body is feeling now. We'll start with a balancing pose to warm up. A classic, that's tree pose. So starting with the left foot on the mat and with the right toes just beside. I'll invite you to walk your foot up to wherever you feel comfortable balancing. Maybe it's still on the floor. Maybe it's up above the knee on the thigh. Anywhere except the knee, find a place for your foot to rest on the leg.
I am not a resting position.
And then, once you find your stability, I'll invite you to open your arms up, expanding the branches of your tree.
You gave me the wiggles.
Imagining what it would be like to be a tree on this morning, with your leaves opening up gradually to the sun, your sap flowing as you breathe in and out, grounded down, engaging the supporting legs so that you're not locking the knee joint. Imagining shooting roots down into the ground for balance and stability. Relaxing the neck. And gently swaying as a tree. Tuning into the sensation on the hands as we gradually draw them together above the head. And then remaining with that feeling. Noticing how it changes as we draw the hands down to a prayer mudra at the heart. And relaxing that foot down. Taking a moment to relax and tune in. On the other leg, grounding into the right foot, with the left toes on the ground. Same thing, finding a place where you're comfortable. Maybe it's a bit of a challenge, balancing, locking that foot in place anywhere but not the knee. And then when you feel stable, shooting those branches up and expanding the leaves, and then tuning in to the sunlight, the chirping birds, and treeness. Noticing the hands, drawing them together
together slowly and feeling how the energy changes as you draw them down in front of the heart. Relaxing that leg down slowly. Now we'll move into the peak pose for today. It'll be a gentle back bend, starting by raising up the right foot into the right hand. And then you can grab the foot, you can grab the ankle, moving that foot behind the back, slowly expanding, engaging the leg muscles and the arm, extending that front arm out, feeling a nice stretch through the chest, a gentle expansion through the front of the body, no constriction in the back. Back. Always aware that you can relax that posture down if you're feeling it's too much, or you can tighten it up even more if you'd like to stretch a bit more. Keeping the legs slightly bent and engaged. Then with your gaze, finding a point in the wall in front of you to focus on, or for a more traditional practice, you can focus on the space above the middle finger. And then relaxing back down and taking a deep breath and tuning in, noticing how you're feeling. Noticing if you're still waking up, being easy on your body, loving your body as it is now. Enjoying the sensations, appreciating the uniqueness of the body at this exact moment in time. And now moving into the left foot, we'll be grounding down with the right, lifting up the left, starting to move it behind, grabbing the foot or ankle, same thing, extending as you feel comfortable, maybe pressing into the center of the foot with the thumb if that feels natural. Remembering to breathe, tuning in with that rhythm of the breath. Job using props for support if needed.
Who are you talking
to? And maybe take a few deeper breaths, slowly allow them to stay natural. Back down. Nice job. We'll begin to move down now into some more relaxing poses. On the way, I invite you to turn so that you're facing the edge of the mat. Start to open up the stance, and then start to turn out the toes to the edges of the mat. I'll invite you to just lower down, engaging the legs and finding goddess pose. Opening up the arms in the same position of the legs. Making sure we're not hanging into the knee joints, but we're keeping the muscles engaged. Nice job opening the chest. Nice job on keeping a straight spine, keeping the head elevated. you get tired here, you can just relax the elbows down onto just above the knees. You can stretch out the inner thighs. Maybe if you're too close to your neighbor, you can step to the side. Oh yeah, and if you have a dress on, you might not be able to do this pose. So moving down, almost seated now. I'll invite you to come into a squat. Either grabbing, again, if you have a dress on, you may not be able to do this pose. Either grabbing the edges of the mat for some more stability, or just bringing the hands to the heart. Remembering what it was like to be a kid, hanging out, pulling grass, waiting on your team or your class. And then we'll just sit down all the way. And we'll move through bound angle pose, drawing the left foot up to the right of the glutes. Are you able to do this in a skirt? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll invite you to find a seated pose for some meditation. Instead of ending on Shavasana, we'll move directly into meditation. And are you able to cross your legs for this? No? Okay. So finding a position that's right for your body. Whether you're on a chair today, whether your legs are outstretched, or whether your legs are folded in a cross-legged seated position. Allowing your breathing to slow down into a natural rhythm. Allowing your eyes to gently close if that feels comfortable and safe. Tuning into the rhythm of the breath as a sort of anchor or a foundation, and allowing the rest of your consciousness to notice the sensation on the surface of the body. Maybe starting with the hands, maybe feeling warmth or coolness. Feeling just a bit of air movement on the hands. Just being aware and noticing how that feels as it moves through the body. Maybe it's your heartbeat that you're tuning into. Noticing how your arms feel. Moving that awareness up through the shoulders, and if there's any extra tension you notice, maybe just breathing into that and seeing what it might feel like if it relaxed a bit more. And moving up through the neck, into the head, noticing the posture of the head. If it's held forward a bit, maybe imagining a string coming out through the top of the head, gently suspending the head, gently allowing it to rise up just a little more, creating just a little more space in the spine's vertebrae. Maybe noticing a tingling sensation, maybe air or an itch. Whatever it is, allowing the mind to just notice it. Relaxing into whatever you're feeling. And then allowing the awareness to flow down into the torso. Noticing the front and the back of the body at the same time, the chest, and the back. Feeling as the energy relaxes down into the core of our body, subtle stability, a depth, foundation, moving into the belly. Feeling your breath expanding here and relaxing here. And then moving through the sacrum, the back of the spine, the bottom of the spine. Noticing its stability, its structure, the base that's supporting. And then relaxing the pelvic floor if you notice it's tight. Relaxing through the legs. Feeling the sensation, maybe of the heartbeat, maybe of the blood flow. Maybe the legs are tired of sitting in this position. Just allowing the sensations. Through the knees, noticing if there's any pain or tension in the knees, and making a mental note to come back to that later, to sit in a different posture in the future so that there's no pain and no tension in the knees at all. And then relaxing down even more through the calves, noticing if they're tight, relaxing through imagining the source of your connection with Earth, slowly pulsing, free-flowing, and warm. As we begin to draw to a close, I invite you to imagine what it might feel like to notice all of the body at once, all of these sensations in an expanded, non-focused awareness. Just imagining it, not trying to experience anything specific. Just tuning into the present, the relaxing morning. Imagining what this feeling feels like, and then really experiencing what this feeling feels like. Tuning into the experience of this present, and allowing it to go deep inside, relaxing down, creating a mental post-it note on this feeling, knowing that it's always there, always accessible. And maybe the next time the hustle and bustle of life just becomes a little too much, maybe allowing this feeling to come back up and just slow down a bit more, that much more peaceful. If we take the last few moments to relax into this feeling, allow it to diffuse through the body. As we begin to come back, I'll invite you to wiggle your fingers and toes, and then gradually open your eyes. Take a deep breath. Maybe stretch the neck, stretch the hands. Tune in one last time to how you're feeling right now. And then I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up today, for doing some gentle exercise.
I did gentle exercise.
And thank you all for coming. We appreciate you. Namaste.